Hello, everybody. This is Mike from New York, Mike.com, and I am excited to be here with you today on Freedom Friday. And, this is one of my favorite days of the week. And, and you've heard me say it a million times, when I first got involved in this profession, one of the young guys, he was 25, retired when he was 21, and all he talked about was 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. Man, every time I heard that expression from stage and so many of the leaders started talking about it, man, I used to get so excited about that. Just hearing, wow, what would it be like to have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday? And you know what? It means freedom, baby. And one of the things that I like about the word freedom, and I'm going to break it down for you. You know me, I like to take the words and let's take each letter and break it down, But that's what's important. And the first letter in it, when I get it started, so if you got some friends or something waiting around, get them to watch this, and give me some thumbs ups and some hearts and some smiles, whatever you want to do, okay? But the main thing is what I want to talk to you about really. And this is serious, because if you break the word freedom down with the things that I'm going to talk about here, you can change your life and the life of many, many, many other people. And that's what's the real cool thing about being in our profession. Or just being in an ordinary business. If you do some of the things here and apply it to your business, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. I was in the restaurant business, and I was also, in the police department. And I applied a lot of these things to the word freedom to this, okay, to the police department, to the restaurant business, and now to the network marketing industry, which I love talking to people about. It's just a cool thing to talk about 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. So listen, I'm fired up, as you can tell. I was away for the last couple of weeks. You probably heard my Freedom Fridays and Motivation Mondays, coming live from Florida. And, sadly, I had to come back last night. But, hey, listen, it's time to set some new goals, set some new business goals, get some things rocking and rolling. But I'm going to go today and break down the word freedom so you can set up your 6 Saturdays and a Sunday and have your Freedom Fridays and your, tee off Thursdays and tea time, or tennis Tuesdays and movie Mondays, and wacky Wednesdays, whatever you want to have, okay? So let's go and take the word freedom and just break it down. So the letter F, what do you think that's going to be? I know you're probably saying, you're going to tell us it means freedom or free. No, it means fun. Hey, look, does it look like I'm not having fun doing this? Of course. You got to have fun. So the first thing you have to understand of going into any business venture, whether it's the network marketing industry or traditional business, or even if you're going to start a new job, you got to look at it as fun. Because if you don't, you're never going to have freedom in any of those positions, whether you're in a business, you're in a job, whatever it is, folks. I don't care what it is. You need to understand it's time to have fun in your life. And I don't care if you're 16, 26, 36, 106. If you talk to people who are over 100, man, they're always funny, okay? I think people get funnier as they get older, So F is for fun. Write it down, because you're going to want to teach this to your teams about having fun. Because if they're not having fun, they're going to skip. They're going to go look for somebody who's having fun, okay? All right, let's go look at the letter R, the second letter in freedom, okay? And what I wrote down for R is you got to recognize. You see, you got to recognize several things. The first thing that you got to recognize is success. You got to be able to recognize success in other people and understand this. If they can do it, you can do it, okay? And that's very important. So you got to recognize success. You got to recognize that other people are not better than you. You got to recognize that you can do whatever your dream is. You can do it. You can accomplish that, okay? So I want you to start recognizing the good things that are coming into your life. And I want you to explore it. Richard Branson says, look, if a new opportunity comes in front of you, what do you need to do? You should look at it and then figure out how to do it. Don't just close the door on it, Okay? So a lot of people miss that. So you got to be able to recognize success as it's coming in front of you. All right? And that's really important. Now, the letter E in freedom. Okay? Now, this is something that I really love sharing with people around the world. Okay? And this is really important to understand. The letter E I wrote stands for eager. Okay? Now you say eager, that's right. You got to be eager to learn. You got to be eager to learn new things. You know, when I was a policeman, when I first started out in the police department, you know, I walked a little beat. I was what they call a beat cop. You know, you all know what that guy is. And I was walking down the street. But what did I do? I started learning from the guys that were in the cars. What were they doing? You know, and then I started looking at the guys that were doing the undercover. Then I started looking at the detectives. You got to be eager to learn. Well, when I came into this profession, the exact same thing happened. I remember the first conference that I went to, okay? And the first big conference that two of them really stood out. The first one happened 2 weeks after I got in the profession. You know, I saw the business model back around April Fool's Day. And I said, you know, I'd be a fool if I don't get in this business. And then the next big one was what they used to call at the company that I was so excited about, is that they used to have an event in September. And hey, Al, thanks. Hey, I can't wait to get one of them Impact T-shirts. I made a bunch of them. I got to show them to you. And but anyway, I remember going and listening to the big leader. And I remember this big leader. He was a great man, you know. His name was Bill Britt. And I remember sitting there, and I remember all the people in my upline. They seemed to be like all around me at different points. And I kept noticing that they were looking at me when he was speaking, because they wanted to see if, you know, I was going to be upset with some of the things that he was saying. Man, I looked at this man, I said, man, I want to learn whatever this guy, whatever he's teaching, I want to learn about it. So you got to be eager to understand and eager to learn new things. That's what's so important to understand, okay? Now, the second E in freedom is you empower. Now, empower is a very, very strong word. And listen, it's not to empower just yourself. It's the main thing in our profession is to empower other people. To empower other people to be doing what they want to accomplish. You want to empower them to be, you know, to be better than they think they are. And you want to empower them with the tools to do the business. And you want to be part of a business that has a step-by-step process of duplication. And that's really important. So you want to empower people. You don't want to be doing everything for everybody else. You want to be empowering people to do it for themselves. Okay? Because otherwise you're going to land up with a job. But if you empower people, they will become leaders. You know, that was a mistake that I had when I first came into the profession. I used to want to go and show the plan for everybody. I wanted to go do this and I wanted to go do that. Then I realized, what am I, stupid? I said, if I keep doing that and I don't empower this guy or this young lady and teach them how to do it, I got a job for the rest of my life. And I wasn't going to be able to have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. So if you want that 6 Saturdays and a Sunday, you want to empower people as fast as possible. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next word, okay? The next letter is D. Now, this is important to understand. D is the desire. You gotta have a burning desire inside of you. It's like the furnace inside of you has gotta be lit. It's gotta be on fire. It's gotta have that desire to go out to what? To win. Okay? Not a desire to lose, or maybe I'll do this, or maybe I'll do that. It's a desire to win. Okay? So you got to identify. That's why I always talk to people about what do you want, when do you want it, what are you willing to give up to get it? Because what you want to do is you want to have and teach them to have a desire to win right from the beginning. Okay? And that's so, so important to have that desire to win. Get those people the desire to win, and it'll blow your mind what can happen. Because when other people start picking up the sword to go into the battle with you, man, your business changes. So it doesn't matter what company you're in, wherever you're at, it's the desire to win, okay? Now, the next thing is the O. In the word freedom, we're up to O. Now, we used to always say, you know, freedom. If you don't want to be free, you're dumb, okay? But that's right. You know, I'm having fun doing this. So the O in freedom is the objective. You got to always have your objective or your goals in front of you. Where are you going? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to get done this week? What do you want to get done today? What do you want to get done this month? What's your 90-day goal, your 120-day goal? And you want to break it down. You want to have the objectives right in front of you at all times, and you got to have your goals ready to go. Focus on the goals, folks, and that'll change your life, okay? Now, the last one is something that's very, very important. And this is something that a lot of leaders in the network marketing industry blow, okay? And this is the letter M, okay? And don't worry, you know, I'm going to be putting this together for you. It'll be on newyorkmike.com, okay? I got a great thing I'm going to share with you guys maybe next week, where when you do a video, you can have it transcribed for you, then just copy and paste it, throw it up on a blog, and you got a blog post, okay? So that's going to be pretty cool. So, but the M stands for modest. You see, you can be out there and cranking it up and doing things and making money and reaching all the pin levels and everything. But if you're not modest about it, people are going to, they're not going to want to be around you. You know, I know some tremendous leaders in this profession from all different walks of life, from all different companies. I'm constantly talking to people from other companies that I meet in different places and different meetups and places that I go to. And you know what? One common thing that you see in common with all the big leaders is they're modest. And the ones that aren't, you'll always hear the people sitting and mumbling about them. And you know what it says about in the great book about mumbling. You don't want to be a mumbler, okay? And you know what? You got to go out and look at that. You learn to be modest and then empower people. So if you go and empower people, they will make you shine. You see, a lot of people miss that. You know, we call it edification. Okay, I could have made that one of the E's in this. But edification shouldn't be you going out and edifying yourself all the time. What you want to do is you want to go out and empower people and help them, you know, find their desires and help them with their goals. And guess what will happen? They will edify you. They will tell the world your story. Okay, I have a good friend of mine that, you know, to this day, he tells the story of what he accomplished at the beginning and how he started it and the fun times that we had together. And it was such a blast to listen to. Every time I listened to it, I'm like, oh, man. I said, did we do that? And it was just cool. And that's what you want to do, folks. So let me go down this real quick in case, you know, you came in at the middle. But I'll put this up on newyorkmike.com probably in the next 24 hours or something. But it's Freedom Friday, and you know how I am about Freedom Friday. So I just figured I would break down the word freedom before July 4th comes, because here in the United States, that's a big freedom day for us all. So F is fun. R is recognize, success. E is eager to learn. M is empower others. D is desire to win, okay? O is objective, your goals. And M is modest. So listen, I just want to say, let's go out there. Let's empower a bunch of people that have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. And you know, this industry, folks, I'm telling you, this profession is going to, you know, there's 100 million people doing this around the world now. I just believe in the next 5 years, that's going to at least triple, maybe 5. Who knows where it can go, how many times bigger this is going to be, because more and more people are understanding the social mobile global world. Okay? And if you don't know anything about that, you can get in touch with me at newyorkmike.com, and I probably have a nice post on there for you. So listen, have a blessed weekend. I'm really excited for you, and I hope Freedom Friday with the word freedom shows you the light and shows you the goals and how to go free and have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. So God bless, go rock and roll, and have a great weekend.